Could you ask Nicola to pass the sugar, please?
Oh, no, I'm not getting involved in those daft games.
If he wants a heart attack, that's fine by me.
You don't mean that. She doesn't mean that.
Do I look like I can?
Can't we at least have a civilised breakfast together?
I'm very choosy about who I eat with.
Don't let me keep you.
You're not going to get anywhere hurling insults at each other.
It's got nothing to do with you.
We've got to listen to it.
Why don't you both mind your own business?
Simon, I hate it when you and Nicola behave like that.
You ready, mate?
If you sit down and talk to her, you could patch things up.
I think it's gone a bit beyond that.
That's nonsense. I'm right, aren't I, Ivan?
I'd like to think so, yeah. Well, perhaps if you hadn't blabbed about the 5K, there'd be nothing to patch up, so spare us the lecture, eh?
Well, it was the easiest 50 quid I've ever earned.
Is that what they paid you?
He was full of himself all night.
Oh, that's Tom King for you. He's always been like that.
But you should have seen the spread he laid on.
No expense spared. There was, well, champagne, poached salmon.
Which I managed to burn.
Never.
So they had to have my shepherd's pie, which was very well received.
Was they all drunk?
Don't be so cheeky.
Yeah, we had a few snifters just to get into the spirit of things.
Hey, did anybody get squiffy and swing from chandelier?
Oh, if only. It was dead boring.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I knew now much would get past you.
Some of Tom's friends were asking about Sadie, and he went all over coy.
Oh, did he now?
Oh, he wasn't giving anything away, but if you ask me, there's more to her departure than meets the eye.
I'm not surprised. It was just the same when the Tates lived there. Skeletons in every cupboard.
Then I'll have to open more doors next time, won't I?
Next time, Arcater.
You should have taken out your mum. She's only trying to help. She should have kept her mouth shut. Well, she didn't have much choice. When Nicola found all those messages on your phone...
Yeah, well, they were between me and Tash.
You've been playing away from home, Simon.
No, I have not.
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Meaning?
Oh, I wouldn't go there if I were you. Nothing against Nicola. It's human nature, isn't it? Us blokes are put on this earth to put it about a bit.
Oh, thanks very much for your words of wisdom.
No problem. And if you do decide to stray, take my advice. Wipe your mobile.
For your information, I keep mine zipped up, unlike you. You have to excuse him, it's personal stuff. Keep your insinuations to yourself. Come on.
Last time I gave you any advice.
Is my dad expecting you?
No.
Well, I doubt he'll have much to say to you.
I think that's for him to decide, isn't it?
I'll tell him you're here.
What?
I don't want Simon to know I'm here. Can you get him back home for his lunch break?
Why?
Well, I want him to sort things out with Nicola. I'm going to get her there as well.
I'll do my best.
OK, moustache.
Am I the only one working today, or what?
I don't know what you want, Betty, but I have to be at home farm in 10 minutes.
I won't take much of your time, Alan, love.
Well?
Oh, well, I made a chicken casserole last night and I did too much, so I thought you might like some.
Terence and I are quite capable of looking after ourselves.
Oh, I know that, but it is one of your favourites.
Betty, I don't live at Keeper's Cottage anymore. I don't need you to look after me, cook for me, or check up on me.
I'm only trying to be sociable. You were with me a long time.
Yes, and I think we should just make it a clean break.
Right. It was just a thought.
Paul ought to be here in a minute.
I'm going as fast as I can.
I thought you were checking to see if there's one from Owen.
I am.
And is there?
If you'd stop wittering, I'd get along a lot faster.
I can hear his car.
Right, you go then.
When you left this morning, it was definitely humming.
I can't hear anything.
You have to be really careful with electrical equipment. I saw a documentary about household disasters.
And you dragged me home to tell me that?
I haven't seen any mice in the kitchen.
A humming toaster.
Mice? Well, we got to get you here somehow.
Pathetic.
Ivan, stop her. Simon!
I don't want to be in the same room as this man.
Oh, well, the feeling's mutual. Well, can you just listen to what your mum's got to say? We're both trying to help you. Well, maybe we don't want any help. Oh, so you just want to carry on acting like big kids?
I don't like to see you being horrible to each other, and I feel responsible. I should never have mentioned the money.
I'm glad you did. Prove yet again that your precious son can't be trusted.
Oh, hark who's talking.
There you go again, sniping at each other, and I'm sick of it.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Ivan and I have to live here, and we have to watch you throwing away your relationship.
We just want you to talk to each other. Just sort things out. I seem to remember we've been here once before. Only last time, Rodney was your partner in crime.
Yes, and we stopped you making a terrible mistake, so if you've done it once, you can do it again.
You've made a commitment to each other. Surely that's got to mean something.
Thank you, Ivan.
It's not my fault.
If you've got anything to say, you say it to Simon. And you, meet her halfway.
What's the alternative?
Oh, hello, love. I didn't expect you till this evening.
I thought we could have lunch together.
Oh, that would be nice. I'll make us a sandwich.
I mean, I want to take you to the Woolpack.
No, I don't fancy going out.
You can't stay here forever. It's like you're in prison and you've done nothing wrong.
Well, that's the way it is.
How about showing a bit of courage for a change instead of cowering away here?
I might see Terence there.
So what if you do? He can't hurt you. I won't let him. And if you do stay locked up in here forever, well, then he's won, hasn't he? I mean, he knows you're frightened, and that's what he wants. Come on. I'll be brave for both of us. Let's show him you're not afraid anymore.
I don't see the point in this.
You wouldn't, would you? You never face up to things, you'd rather lie.
Give over, Nick. I've heard it all before.
Have you any idea how I felt when I found out about that money from Tash? Why didn't you tell me?
Because you've always been more interested in my bank balance than in me.
That's not true.
We were doing fine until my business went bust.
Well, if that's all I cared about, why did I stay with you?
Because Rodney and me mum bullied you into it.
I still believed in you. I thought you'd bounce back, show a bit of ambition. You used to be your own boss, and look at you now. You've settled for emptying bins.
You can't accept that.
Can you blame me?
It's what I want to do. And if you cared about me and who I am, you'd understand.
You can do better. I want what's best for you.
No, Nicola. You're thinking about yourself. Same as always.
Don't blame Simon for being angry. Nicola should never have gone through his phone. There's more to it than that, surely. I'm just sure she doesn't trust him. I mean, I wouldn't do a thing like that. Would you?
I would.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that you were part of this conversation.
All I'm saying, right, is that when you're with somebody, you shouldn't have secrets. You should be honest with each other.
And you're an expert on relationships.
At least I'm straight with people. Not like him.
You what?
Well, you didn't tell me the truth about yourself, did you?
We got drunk and had a one-night stand.
In any case, if I was you, I'd check out his phone.
Oh, I don't need to. I trust him.
Oh, same goes for me.
Well then, you can have a look at each other's. Phones, I mean.
I'm not sure I can do this.
Of course you can. You sit down, I'll get you a drink. Gin and tonic.
Thanks.
Gin and tonic.
this mess, it's all my fault.
I'm trying to get on with my life, but no, that's not good enough for you. You can't take me for what I am.
Do you want to know what you are?
Oh, I'm not interested.
Oh, that's right. Run away just like you always do. After the business went bust, you swore to me that you'd never keep anything from me again. But you don't tell me about the job on the bins. Now there's the money from Tash, and all the time I've been paying the mortgage.
You know why I didn't tell you about Tash.
Well, for all I know, you could have been having an affair with her.
Now, why didn't I think of that?
You're well matched. She's a simpering, needy little cow.
Better than being a spiteful, selfish, vindictive little bitch.
Don't talk to me like that.
What did I ever see in you?
If it hadn't been for me, you'd still be tied to Leslie's apron strings. I had to bully you into proposing to me.
You shouldn't have bothered.
I thought you were worth it. But you're a weak, spineless mummy's boy. So go ahead, stay on the bins, because it's where you belong with the other rubbish.
If I had £1 million, an ocean-going yacht, and a flat in Monte Carlo, you'd still want more.
I want a man I can trust.
You're a spoiled brat. Rodney might be daft enough to indulge you, but I'm not.
You leave him out of it.
Anytime something goes wrong, you go running back to Daddy. You do the little princess routine and he coughs up. It's pathetic.
I run my own business, remember, unlike you.
Oh, yeah. Your business. Laurel, Betty, and a car with a paint job. I'd forgotten.
Well, at least I haven't gone bust.
You swan around dishing out the orders and they laugh about you behind your back. You've got no respect. You're a joke.
You're only jealous.
Don't kid yourself.
You're a loser. You'll never make anything of yourself.
At least I don't pretend to be something I'm not.
You've got no self-respect. You're a fat, lazy slob.
Yeah, and you're a stuck-up, small-minded snob.
You pig.
Frosty doesn't even cover it. You're like a block of ice. In bed and out.
You'd be nothing without me.
No, Nicola, you're wrong. I'd be the happiest man in Yorkshire. In fact, I'd rather pull all of me fingernails out than spend another second with you. We're finished. It's over.
Oh, no. If anyone's going to do the finishing with, I am. You can't finish with me.
Too late. I just have.
You feeling a bit more chipper today then, are you?
Yes, thank you, Betty. Betty asked me to go for a drink with her yesterday, but I wasn't up to it.
I persuaded her to join me for lunch.
Well, it's good to see you out and about again.
Hey, relax.
I trust you've no objection to me standing here, Mr. King, sir.
You what?
I hear one hosted the social event of the year at Home Farm last night.
I had a dinner party for a few friends, that's all.
And we had a lovely evening. Apart from the ghost at the feast.
What exactly are you on about?
I gather folk were asking about Sadie.
Who have you been talking to?
Tom, I think we'll just go and sit down. Our lunch will be ready in a moment.
I've got to go.
No, you haven't.
I can't be in the same room as him.
Yes, you can. You're not going to let him win, are you?
Next time you have any bright ideas, keep them to yourself.
It didn't go well then?
I don't know why I ever got involved with her.
Because you love her?
Loved, Mother. Past tense. And that was a mistake.
Come on, it can't be as bad as all that.
If you want to do something useful, go on there and start packing our bags.
She's moving out?
I don't want her living with me anymore.
Perhaps you just need a cooling off period.
Mum, shut up.
Getting rid of any embarrassing numbers?
Don't have any embarrassing numbers.
I'd have a look for yourself if I was you.
You might.
Oh, I think I've touched a nerve there.
It's my private property, all right.
You don't mind if Paul has a look, do you?
Grow up, will you? She's a flaming head case.
I've got to go.
I haven't finished.
That's all right. You can stay.
He's not going to bother you.
Thanks. It was a lovely lunch. But if you don't mind, I've got to be going.
You'd never put those two together, would you?
Who?
The
Doc and my sister. I mean, he'll have seen her records.
Maybe he likes to take his work home.
He must know what she's like.
Perhaps he's as bargain as she is.
He's a doctor.
So? What does that prove? Say him again.
Yeah, please.
How did it go?
We're finished.
Oh, no.
It's true. You can go and unpack if you like.
He's moving out.
I don't want him in the house anymore.
I can't believe you're splitting up. He won't want to lose you. I know he won't.
You should have thought about that before.
Maybe you just need a bit of breathing space.
It's too late for that.
I'm really sorry.
It'll be Pearl that told Betty.
Now, what does it matter who it was?
It was a private conversation around my dinner table. I do not expect it to be repeated as village gossip.
People are going to gossip about you, especially since you own this place.
Oh, don't you start.
But it's true. I mean, if you live here, you're fair game.
Maybe so. But it's the last time any of that lot worked for me.
Oh, so next time you'll be doing the serving yourself, will you?
I didn't say that. I'll be a damn sight more careful who I employ.
Well, I think they did you proud. It went very well.
Are you trying to cause trouble?
Insubordination. Must be catching.
Now I'm in contact with Owen again. I don't want to lose touch.
Have you heard from him today?
No, not today, but I did get this other interesting email. Hey, I'll show it you.
Oh, aye.
What do you think?
I think you should tear it into tiny pieces and flush it down the lav.
But it all seems above board. I don't see how I can go wrong.
You'll get hundreds like this. They're after your brass. Take my advice, love. Get rid.
So, where are you going to stay?
Mulberry Cottage, where else?
Nicholas seemed to think you were moving out.
I'm not going anywhere. She's the one moving out.
Did you go on last night?
Last night?
Yeah, you were waiting on at Tom King's party, weren't you?
Thought you worked for Pollard.
It's time I was going.
What's the matter?
Fed up of all this backstabbing.
That's not what Simon's done. You're so right for each other, and I've grown very fond of you. I couldn't think of anybody I'd rather have as a daughter-in-law.
It's never going to happen.
Perhaps when you've spent a couple of weeks with Rodney, you'll see things differently.
I'm not going to my dad's.
Simon seemed to think you were.
Oh, did he?
I've got some bad news, I'm afraid. The bank's been on the phone. Our mortgage application's been turned down.
Why?
Well, you're blacklisted, apparently, because of your debts.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Well, I tried to reason with them, but they wouldn't budge. Now, why didn't you say something before? I could have paid them off before we applied.
It's only a few domestic bills.
Then why are you blacklisted?
That's the system. It doesn't do anything for the likes of me.
I just don't understand.
Oh, forget it, Dad.
Right, so I'll give you £20 and I'll put the rest in the Owen fund.
Aye, if you like, love.
On second thoughts, I think I'll put it all in. You don't mind, do you?
Do we have a choice?
Well, we're still a long way short of what we need.
Well, you just have to hope Tom King has some more dues like last night.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You're gonna just have to be patient.
Well, he's not going to be a teenager for much longer, is he?
We'll save as much as we can. Either that, we'll win the lottery.
If only.
Hi, I wasn't expecting you till later.
I thought I'd get showered and changed here, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And that way, I avoid the gunfight at the OK Corral.
I thought they'd already had the mother of all arguments.
Simon thinks Nicola's moving out, and she thinks he is.
Oh, I see.
I'll go take that shower. Go ahead. If it means that much to you.
I didn't. I wouldn't. I wasn't going to. It's just...
I forgot my towel.
Ivan, I'm so sorry.
After I've got changed, I'll head home. War zone or not.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, try and stop me! If you don't move, I'll crush you.
As if.
I'm not leaving this house.
Neither am I.
I've got as much right to be here as you have.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Now, if you don't let us in, I'll give the door a shove and send you flying.
One night, and then you're out of here.
You're the one that's leaving.
Never!
I'm going nowhere!